It's Tuesday, September the 16th. Hope you're enjoying the word for you today. If you don't have the devotional, we're still in the first month of the quarter. Holler at us or come by and get your copy. Isaiah chapter 43, verses 18 and 19. God is speaking, says, "Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland." Have you ever known anybody that couldn't get past the past? I bet people who graduate from high school, but they never seem to move on. They're always living back in their high school times. Or maybe somebody did something to offend them or hurt them, and they just can't let it go, or they won't let it go. Or maybe somebody failed at a job or a task or something, and they're afraid to try again. Sometimes we have to let go of things and get back on track, and that's what God is telling the Israelites. He's saying, forget the past. Learn from the past, but don't dwell on it. We're moving forward. God says, I'm doing a new thing. He's telling them to look to the future because he has a future for them. You know, for some of us, we think, well, I'm old. My future is past. No, it really isn't. As long as we have breath, God has something for us to do. Notice he says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Don't dwell on what God's done in the past. Remember what he's done and be grateful for what he's done in the past. But don't live in the past, because if we live in the past, we're just reliving things that have happened in the past. We don't have anything to look forward to. And oh my goodness, there's so much to look forward to. So forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. God says, see, I am doing a new thing. The Bible tells us God is always at work. He's always at work. And he's doing a new thing. You know, I think about heaven. God is a creator. Do you think God throughout eternity, we get to heaven, do you think God throughout eternity, God will continue to create and we'll just never, ever see everything? I don't know. I don't know. But interesting thought. He's always doing a new thing. He says, now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Look and see what God's doing. You say, well, where do I look? How do I see what God's doing? Just look around. See things that defy human explanation. You see a child who's growing and learning and excited. Particularly a really young child. As you take them for a walk, they are amazed at things. Our little 3-year-old granddaughter, we went for a walk one night, and I had the idea, okay, we got her in a stroller, we'll take her in a stroller, we'll knock out this 1.5 miles, and it'll be good for us. Well, we walk about 10 feet, and she wants out of the stroller. So I said, well, okay, I'll let her walk for a ways. Well, then we find a little rock. I mean, it's a little piece of gravel. Nothing interesting about it, except it was to her. And then there was the blade of grass. Oh, then there was the ant. And then we didn't make it out of the driveway. So much for my 1.5 mile walk. But to her, everything was new. Everything was exciting. And look and see what God is doing, because he does new work and he's exciting. It's exciting to see what he's doing. Then he says, I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland. The desert, you look at the desert, all that sand, looks like there's nothing alive. There's a whole lot more out there than what we can see. He's making a way. The desert, I'm thinking, that's a way I don't want to go because it looks like a death trap to me. He's making a way where it seems like there's no way. And streams in the wasteland. Wasteland is where nothing grows, nothing's there. And God is going to create streams that's going to bring life to the wasteland. Let me ask you, do you see God doing new things in your life? He can. He can. Maybe he's bringing new people into your life for you to reach out to, for you to be an encouragement to. Maybe they'll be an encouragement to you. But what does God want to do in you and through you? Ask him. Ask him to give you eyes to see it. Because if you allow, this world and people will tell you, you can't do it. There's nothing new. Everything, the world's bad. There is so much there. Don't give up on it. Don't give up. Don't give up on God. See, there was a man who ran a 4-minute mile. He was told he couldn't. Roger Bannister is his name. He was told that he could not run a 4. People for years and years and years, they ran good times for a mile, but nobody ran a 4-minute mile. And Roger Barrett kept working hard, and he didn't believe the people who said you cannot run a 4, and he ran a 4-minute mile. He didn't listen to them. But here's the interesting thing. After he ran a 4-minute mile, several other people ran 4-minute miles. Why? Because when he showed it could be done, and they saw what somebody did that everybody else said couldn't be done, they had dreams, they had hope. People may tell you, you can't do this and you can't do that. Do you want to listen to people? Or do you want to listen to God? Forget the former things. Maybe we failed in the past. Okay, today's a new day. Do not dwell on the past. See, God is doing a new thing. Is that not exciting? Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Do you not see what God is doing? God says, I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland. Things and places you thought nothing could be done, God's making something happen there. Don't you want to be a part of that? See where God's working and then join him in that. You can't help but succeed because he's already winning. Have a good day.